What is up, everybody? And by everybody, I mean, you can definitely tell I did not plan this stream at all. What is up, everybody out there who is watching the stream, which is nobody's? You can see I have a new setup in my apartment. So things are looking a little bit different. I'm just talking to myself for like a solid minute and 30 seconds. Not really. I've just been chilling here for a minute and 30 seconds. But anyway, yo, we are back. I cannot believe we are back, y'all. Oh my gosh. It is Matthews95. What up, man? Long time no see. I've been just chilling. Guys, I cannot explain. Life has just been difficult. I've had a long summer. And other stuff been happening. What is up, fam? Oh, snap. We got my boy Jeff Boyd in the house. Love my boy Jeff Boyd, man. Jeff, I miss you, dude. I seriously miss you. We got D-Rance. What up, D-Rance? Hey, what up? Someone forever. Hey, T-Lee, what's up? I know it's been a while, right? We got Genu. What up? Samurai Steven. What up, Steven? How you doing? What up? How you doing? Rodriguez. What is up? Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on, right, y'all? Good afternoon. If I can be on a live. I'm from London. What is up? Yo, welcome. Glad you can make it. I guess you joined the channel recently, and I kind of been ghost, really. Aaron, what is up? My boy, Sky City. My boy, what up, man? Yeah, I was just taking some time, my dude. Taking a lot of time that I needed. So, as you can see, I'm in the new studio. I mean, it's the same studio, but just things are a little bit different in here. They look a lot better. Look a lot better. Hey, Tapan, sorry. Tapan, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. It's not a good first introduction, is it? What is up? Y'all, it is like 11:04, and typically, I got to teach tomorrow on everything. The school year starting back up, and I think that's also why I feel like I'm just ready to get back to YouTube, because now I have a routine again. And I'm just eating Yukejang. Curtis, what up from Charlotte? Yo, I haven't been in Charlotte in a minute. Even though I'm from North Carolina, I haven't been in a minute, man. Because I normally would go travel down. Is it 77? They go to Charlotte from Fayetteville? Because normally I travel down Fayetteville, go by 77. But yeah, I haven't been in a minute. What up? Now, I've been following you for a long time. Love your channel. Yo, thank you. I'm glad you love my channel, yo. I feel like I've just been out of it, right? I hope you're ready. Dan, I'm always ready, bro. I'm telling you, I'm rolling with blue belts now, bro. I'm just like, son. I mean, I'm not saying I take them out or anything, but, I don't back down, B. I'm like, dude, back down. You don't know me, son. But what up, though? Steven, it is 10 a.m. in Ohio, yeah. That East Coast. Quit ducking me. Bro, you know I'm not ducking. Ain't no rabbit season, duck season. Is it 74? Bro, I can't remember either. Because I remember if you go down to Rayford and go all the way through Rayford, and then you turn off, and then you go all the way through the backwoods, or you can go all the way down 95 and then turn off. I think it might be 77 or 74, and it'll take you all the way to Charlotte. Oh, I'm so hungry, y'all. I'm so hungry. How y'all been, though? How y'all been? Christian, what up? Y'all, this is not a paid sponsorship for ramen. But man, it's a good ramen, bro. If they could sponsor me just by giving me free ramen, I'll take it. Hello from the UK. Just logged on, and here you are. Interested to hear your views. Oh man, I got some views. I've been ghost, right? A lot's been happening, and I haven't been around to talk about it. So what is wrong with me? But I'm definitely ready to talk about it. I'm just kind of greeting people right now. How's the condition of flood in Korea now? It hasn't started yet, or at least on the mainland. Or, Seti, correct me if I'm wrong, bro. But in Incheon, it hasn't really started. So I would say in Jeju, they got hit decent, right? Rose, thanks for the ramen. Oh man, what happened to Sam? A lot has happened to Sam. Matter of fact, Yo, Seti, they came out. There was a new post about Sam too, man. Do you see that? Deleted his Insta. He has a no more Instagrams. Bro, I'm a little hurt. Yeah, I heard it's starting to pour there in Seoul. Apparently, it's supposed to be here about 3 o'clock in Incheon. So I'm waiting for when that hits us. Now they are attacking him with ridiculous, cruel accusation, him being preach and slut and so on. Feel very sad for him. It's ridiculous. Like I'm not liking how they do him, Sam, and like I don't know Sam personally, but and I've told Cedric this a while ago. Like I don't know Sam personally, but every time I've met Sam, he's been a really chill person, really cool, very respectful. He just starts talking to me and everything, and it's really stupid. Like the whole controversy, like what he say? Someone was like, "Once you go black, you never go back." Totally out of context, and people are trying their best to take it out of context. They are doing their best. Like at this moment, I just think Sam's just like, you know something? These people stupid, yo. Like, and for those out there in YouTube land who don't know, I think most of you guys probably know what happened with Sam. Right? People will switch up on you in a second. One minute they love you, the next minute they do not like you whatsoever. And it's for the dumbest things. For those who don't know, basically, in a nutshell, Sam, he there was like the dancing Ghanaian pallbearers, right? And for those of you who don't know, which I think, again, all of you do know, some kids in north part of Korea, not North Korea, but like north part of South Korea, Uijinbu, their school's known for cosplaying. And so they cosplayed them, and of course they're going to paint their skin brown. And then a lot of people were like, yo, what the freak, man? And then like they were like, yo, we didn't know. And then like, Sam was like, look, this is wrong. It's frustrating. Got nothing against the kids, but he's like, you guys shouldn't be going with the whole brown face stuff. It's wrong. And everything. He just said it's a shame, basically, that Korea is still kind of doing this thing, right? And then all of a sudden, all Koreans just jump all over him for it. And it's ridiculous. They're jumping all over him for that, right? And now, someone commented, and it was like half a year ago or something, on a picture of him and some other woman. And then it was okay. No one said a thing. Picture of him and one K-pop or one artist, and then so they were like, once you go black, you never go back, and he said, preach. And then now there were some talks about sexual harassment and stuff like that. I was like, bruh, you can't, no. Y'all need to stop with that. That is too much. So yeah, you got a point. Yeah, gaslighting. It is gas lighting. Like gas lighting. Gas, I'm thinking gas pedal. Gas pedal. Gas. Yo, much love from India. What up? Pradiba. What is up? People really continue to underestimate the power of Black Twitter. They are fortunate only K-pop fans really tune into what's going on in South Korea. Black Twitter would cancel K-pop quick. Black Twitter it'd be a war. It'd be a war. I had people who came after me from Twitter. I'm like, y'all coming after your own people. Hey, Andrea, what up? Got Daryl up in here. Oh, the background's looking good. Mike, thank you. I'm trying to do... Yeah, good thing. This light here, my bulb here is really strong. I might have to calm this bulb down real quickly. And by quickly, I mean, hold on, let me see what it looks like really quickly. Oh, okay, that's way too dark. Okay, yeah. Because I actually have a light right here. But I can't get it in front of my face. So, because it's just too big. But anyway, I think this is good enough. If anything, what I might do is back this off a little bit right there. So at least it's a little bit softer on my face. There we go. I'm catching on the comments. Sky City, my man, he literally did not mean that in a sexually suggestive way when he was agreeing by saying preach. I know. It's just that people are going after him for the smallest things. The smallest thing. And again, I met Sam. I think he is a fantastic person. Just a nice guy. And the fact that, they're going after him like that for the smallest stuff, it really ticks me off, yeah. Jimin-san, what up? Is it Jimin or Jinmin? Or Jimin? Like, the Jimin that I know. What up, SGM? How you doing? Yo, it's been a minute. It's been a long time. Like, I feel like I haven't talked to any of y'all at all. It's been that long. I say call them out and continue to do so. That's the only way to stop it from happening. The problem is, Whitney, is that I think if you got, I was gonna make a video on it, guys, and like the whole thing passed, and I thought about not making a video on it. But if you want my thoughts, what true thoughts? I was very upset when there was like everything with Ahmaud Arbery and with George Floyd and everything, and then there was like Black Lives Matter, and then people posting like the black image on their Instagram, and they're like Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, right? And then even people who don't really have any context toward it were like Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, and like even in Korea, like you have some K-pop stars who are like Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, and then they're like other people like Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, like whatever, right? And I think the part that really got me really frustrated is that Sam spoke up about the use of blackface. And as soon as he did, people jumped all over him. And then the same people who posted on their Instagram about Black Lives Matter, obviously this isn't police brutality, and I won't compare it to police brutality, but the fact that you now have a black man who's standing up for black people getting attacked and no one came to help him. You might have like one, other than black people. So any K-popers that were probably dancing with them or cool with them or whatever, who probably posted Black Lives Matter, or probably maybe anybody else from Abnormal Summit, which I don't know who else from Abnormal Summit or Bijung Samyang posted like a black image, like for Black Lives Matter. Nobody really would stand up because I feel like everybody was out for their own neck at that moment. Nobody wanted to throw themselves out there in front of the same fans, same Korean netizens. So when a Black life was up for mattering, basically Sam's career was on the line. I'm not gonna say his life was on the line, but still, like, you understand the context. It was on the line. People didn't do anything, but they were really vocal when it had nothing to do with them, and they didn't risk anything, and it was super popular. Oh, when it's popular when you post. Oh, it was popular to post for Black Lives Matter about a month ago, 2 months ago. Oh, if you didn't do it, people were like, "What are you doing? How are you not doing this?" And then now no one's doing it, or that they helped this man, and I was like, "Wow, you guys are really for Black Lives," or it's more like Black Convenient Lives Matter. But I mean, that's just my take on it. K-Net really need to educate. Oh, what's up, Melody? How you doing? K-Net really needs to educate themselves when they will. When will they? When are they going to learn if they cancel everyone who will call them out like this? I don't think they want anybody to call them out. The Jimin that you know. Oh, my Jimin. That's my Jimin. 우리 Jimin. 아, Jimin. 진짜 보고 싶어. 진짜 오랜만이네. Instead of using this as a teachable moment for themselves about racism and appropriation, they are digging for anything they can. Yes, they are. Can we just show them the power of the world with the worldwide trend in Twitter now? I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about it if y'all did that. I laugh. Did you hear about Jacob Blake? I sure did. And yeah, I'm very, very pissed about that. It's all performative activism. It basically is. It's basically looking good in front of people. And yeah, it's fun. It's basically looking good in front of people. What's the word? It's very opportunistic. It's very opportunistic. I'm learning this in school right now. Jimin, you're learning this in school. Awesome. Yo, I can teach you a lot about that too, my friend. I would love to hear your thoughts on this as well, Jimin, since you're learning this in school. One of my ex-student or former students, I guess, well, once you're a student, you're always a student. But like, one of my former students is in the chat, y'all. I taught her in 3rd grade, but now she's getting older in 7th grade now, girl. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. How can I overcome my shyness, mainly with boys? I can't even go near them. Oh, time. Just time. And also, don't put boys on a pedestal, homie. For Diva, don't put them on a pedestal. Just bring them down. They're just people. I mean, there's a whole conversation that really goes into this. I'm just kind of just making it simple and easy. Some European youngsters need educated too. There was an incident in Ireland where Chinese women was pushed into a river. What? It's crazy. Please do a weekly vlog such as your day in your life. Every time I do a weekly vlog, no one likes it. It'll get like a few hundred views, and then people are like, we want to see something controversial. Also now with Jacob Blake. Sorry guys, I'm catching up on the chat. I have a question about that being you as a teacher. Also, do you think about these things, like him addressing the students in the public post, should be do it like that or done like that, or more private messages? I think the only thing that I would have done differently from Sam is I would have covered the students' faces, like blurred it. Which they're wearing makeup and sunglasses and hat. They were kind of hard to see anyway. But we'll say that if he would have done that, then I think he would have got less fire from everybody. I still think people went way overboard, but I think he would have gotten less from people if he didn't post that. Oh, we got my boy Alex in the house, by the way. I read his Alex. I saw you in the chat, but I forgot to even recognize you. Y'all, my homie Alex in the chat. Oh snap, Young is in the chat. Annyeonghaseyo. Sam, annyeonghaseyo. Annyeonghaseyo. Sorry, annyeonghaseyo. Yeah, man got shot 7 times. Not Sam, but Jacob. Blake. Yes, 7 times. Good grief, man. This never ends. This never ends. Oh, geez, I'm so tired. Tired of America. You can come on over to Korea and deal with the netizens. No, not everybody like that. But by the way, for everybody back home. Even though Sam Okyere, everything happened with him the way it did, not all Korean people are like that by far. Even not all netizens are like that by far. It goes back to the squeaky wheel always gets the oil, right? So the loudest people are always going to get the most attention, and sadly they're going to get the most negative attention. So I like character and person. Oh, my character. Thank you, Pradeepa. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Matt, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Start singing the song my mom used to sing to me. That'd be kind of weird. Mike, I like your vlogs. Alex, I like my vlogs too. I like them more when you're in them. Oh. Hey, mate. What's up? How you doing? I'm good, Mitchell. How you doing? I'm streaming at 11:20 at night. I should be sleeping. I should be getting ready for work. I should be preparing for this typhoon that's going to come in and just blow me away. Wait, whose song was that? Was that Nickelback? Blow me away? Blow me away? I don't know. If you're old enough to be posting problematic stuff on the internet, you're old enough to be called out on it. That's my hot take. One thing, I don't know if you guys know, I went on a show a few weeks ago. I went on a show on SBS with my boy Cedric and a few other people. And one thing that, that idea came up that if you're old enough to post, then, you got to understand what you're posting. And I would double down on the idea that you have to understand that when you put something on the internet, you're making it available for everybody to see. And so I can say that those students were very ignorant. I don't expect a Korean 17-year-old to understand the history and the complexities of Black America and everything that Black people had to go through from the 1800s, so on and so forth. But at the same time, definitely at the same time, you have to understand that if you are going to post something on the internet, 1, it is forever. 2, many people, eyes that you have no idea who are looking at your stuff are looking at it. And you have to be extremely careful about that. Bye, Jimin. Get some sleep. Have a great day at school tomorrow. Be safe. And I guess I'll talk to you later. Jimin's my buddy. I miss Jimin. She's a big fan of Jimin from BTS, too. No pun intended. I will support your vlogs just like I support Gina and Rachel's. Yeah, make sure you support them. Make sure you support them. I haven't seen them in a minute, but make sure you support them. And now they're comparing Black lives with Asian lives matter. My only issue is... Oh, I see some other homies are in the chat. I see Cabby. What up, Cabby? What up? I agree, but him being a celebrity and by how people seem to react to things like that. Oh, my God, right? See, I had this conversation with my boy Alex. And it's just funny how, they're saying, Asian Lives Matter and stuff like that, which is basically all lives matter repackaged. um, it's a lack of context. It's a lack of context. Like if it's like Koreans, like Korean native Koreans who live in Korea, who have no cultural context, of course they're gonna say dumb stuff like that. And I think what really frustrates me is that, you know, a lot of the argument that people are bringing up is, oh, well, look at what happened with Corona. For Corona, we were treated like so and so and so and so by many people, even black people. We were treated by so and so and so and so. Should I go out in the storm at 4 a.m.? Yeah, you should. You should go out. If I had long hair, I'd take my American flag and go out in the storm, and then just like in the storm like that, holding my flag. Man, listen, you can go out with a Union Jack and just be like, for the Queen, bro. Wind will be 72 kilometers. Are you serious? It's gonna be that bad? Holy crap! I didn't know that. I'm supposed to be teaching. Well, I can't go to the school tomorrow. We got the option of not going to work, so I'm probably just gonna teach from home tomorrow, which I can do. But they understand being bothered by foreigners making fox eyes. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Oh, Cabby, I didn't even read what you wrote. Good morning, Mike. Hope you're having a great day. I can't stay for too long because of school, but I really wanted to hear what you had to say. Cabby, thank you so much for swinging through, and I have so much to say. There's so much that's been in my head that I have not said. Shoshana says, Korea had so many blackface controversies on a national scale now, so how do they still have no idea that it isn't right? Just can't buy it. I know Korea has been really bad, because there's SBS has done it. Who else has done it? I think KBS has done it. Guy Concert. Japan, it was Hamada. What's Hamada's first name? Anyway, from downtown Gaki no Tsukai, if you guys know anything about Japanese TV, one of the most famous comedians in Japan. And then, guys, I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but it's like what he did and how he did it is so stupid that it was funny. But to me, I don't know. Basically, he dressed up as Axel Foley, basically Eddie Murphy from Beverly Hills Cop. But like, he looked completely ridiculous. Didn't even look like Axel Foley, and I was just like, "Wow, this is so bad." I don't know if I'm offended or if I want to laugh because it looks so terrible. And I'll show it to you guys. Actually, I'm using OBS. No, Streamlit OBS. I'm using something completely different. But nothing's popping up on my screen like it should be. What I really want to know is why do non-black people always want to ride the coattails of our movement? It's not our job to save everyone else when we can't save ourselves. I think what it is that people like to compare. You know how like people will be like, I don't know, like, my dog died. Oh yeah, my dog died too. Oh, and my cat. And then we'd be like, oh well, you know, I don't know, got hit by a car. Yeah, but my family got hit by a plane. And it's just like people like to one up. I don't know why people like to one-up each other, but then, like, people like to one-up each other with tragedies. And it's not even, like, empathy. It's just more like, well, my case is more important than yours. And I don't know why. What is so hard about empathizing with people? Like, saying, yeah, I feel you. You know, that hurts. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. And I don't know, I've never experienced it, but I can imagine it feels terrible. I don't know why people don't do that. But I guess it's just not as easily a human trait. I still need to adjust to the fact that Xander is back to Pop Mocha. I know. It took me a second, too. I was like, whoa. As it took me ages to get used to Xander. I just cut 12 inches off my hair. I could have rocked it. Yeah, bro. I wish I had that hair. I'm not going to ever have that hair now. Implants. Anymore, I'm afraid to turn on the news in the U.S. because of what happened next. Well, idiot did what now? Think I should follow your lead and move to Japan or Korea and teach English. As of now, I'm okay over here. As of now, I'm okay. So, but I don't foresee myself getting shot anytime soon. Paulo, excuse me. He says, "Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Live in Brazil. I have some friends in Brazil now. I need to go to Brazil. Sao Paulo. And we are having huge events of racism nowadays that are being noticed by the press. The situation really is that, I'm so sorry to hear that, yeah. I haven't heard anything, but I would love to know more. Xander, would you go out at 4 a.m. if it's a good reason? Strongest winds without rain. That'd be cool, right? Just the winds. Just the winds. I try to show my Korean friends who are interested in the struggle of African Americans in America the documentary 13th on Netflix. Does a good job of explaining the issue on a deeper level. I still haven't watched that, but I know it's really good. I do have friends in Korea who still, this from Cedric, have no idea what blackface is. It's sad and unfortunate, and it is understandable considering the context here. Yeah, I really need to do that. I need to do a video on blackface. I have it written, just haven't done it. Classic Eddie Murphy as James Brown and Mr. Rod on SNL was the best. So this means there just needs to be more education on this matter. That's all it needs to be. But hey, Cedric, be careful saying the word education. People might get the wrong idea and think you're trying to call them uneducated. Because, Korea has good education. Korea has good education. Anyway, Alice, good morning. Good seeing you on the stream too. You and Michael are making my day before my class starts at 11:30. And hi, Steady. Heck yeah. Of course, you're going to make your day. I was thinking of moving to, oh, really? Is it Vladivostok? Vladivostok. Yeah, it's like north of Korea, isn't it? Instead of attacking Sam, they should try to understand why he feels that way, because at the end of the day, even if they did it with no ill intention, their actions were racist. And I don't think we really heard from the kids, the teenagers after that. I think they were just like, we just haven't heard from them, right? But then, there was that one case recently where a high school just painted themselves brown and did whatever, and then they hashtag Sam in the post. So, that was done on purpose. That, we might can say the first set of kids didn't know, which they didn't. It is what it is, right? Now, as long as they learn something is good. But the second set, kick them right in the nuts. Even if they don't know. Man, someone tell them, we just said kick some high schoolers in the net. Anyway, if they're bold enough to do that, bold enough to deserve a Rochambeau. Honestly, there are Americans who don't know what blackface is, which blows my mind. Cedric, that blows my mind as well, bro. That blows my mind. Even if they don't know the historical context of blackface, they should know it's wrong by now. Just like non-Asian people know it's wrong to do slant eye. So they just ignore it and do it anyway. I know. I used to do it as when I was in third grade, because there's the stupid little saying, and then oh my god, me as an elementary kid, and then I found out how terrible it was, and oh my god, I felt so bad, guys. After that, it's the dumb things you do as kids, and we never knew that it was wrong. It was terrible. It's terrible. So that's why I used the quotation mark education. Bro, I haven't seen you in a long time. Pics. Cajun. Korea has a toxic education system, no cap. Yeah, their education just needs some work. It needs some work. Sky Sun. No relation to Sky Seti. Oh god, I guess I'm kind of late. A little bit. To be honest, I like South Korean education system somehow. They're after teaching in an international school. Granted, international school they have more money and stuff like that, right? Korean public school and being in Korean public school, there's a gigantic difference. It's just like comparing a private school that has autonomy to a public school. It's just huge difference in the type of education those kids get. Gotta run, train to catch. Bye, Andrea. Got 44 people in the stream. Yo, if you guys haven't done so yet, I know my boy Elijah's not here, but if you haven't done so yet, please make sure you smash that like button, y'all. Just because I see we got 23 likes, but we got 55 people, and we have more than 55 people. So please make sure you smash that like button, please. Hey, Kamal. How you doing, Kamal? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Might say to live in Korea now? It's been pretty safe. I've always been safe in Korea. It's been pretty safe. I'm not worried about getting shot or shamed. Granted, stuff's happened with Sam. How well do my students understand English? Pretty well. I have some American kids, Canadian, Australian, a lot of Korean kids, but the Korean kids have studied English since kindergarten, every day, speaking naturally. So they're basically fluent in English. So I wish I can create an anime YouTube channel Like, kind of like, what's his face? Who does like the, what's his face? King Vader or something like that. But nah, their fight scenes trip me out, bro. I wish I could show them how to do action on camera. Stuff is like that is normalized, which is why they do dumb stuff as kids. Yeah, it's normalized. Caden's like, I miss you too, Mr. Coleman. I can excuse it at 8, but not at 17, especially when you know for a fact your culture is generally anti-black and dark skin. So you guys can't see it, but I have someone who's like saying really bad things to me, and it's hidden. Yukejang. Yes, I mean, Yukejang is so good. Yeah, there's someone in the chat who's like swearing, but you guys can't see it because it just comes to me. And he's calling me really bad names in Korean. If it helps you understand what he's saying, the first word is ge. And then he calls me shoes without the nin. So not shinbar, something else. But anyway, you young man with the bad language who is saying bad things to me, you are on a time out. Actually, no, I'm not going to time you. I'm just going to kick you. Bye! Or like, what is it? Unwanted commercial spam, harassment, or bullying. Yeah. And hate speech. Yeah. We're gonna give you tons of stuff. This is harassing me. Or like the one dude from The Simpsons would say, boy. Boy. Goodbye, my good man. Goodbye. Which ramen is my favorite? I love Yukejang, but like when I was in high school, I would say it was Shin Ramen. I still love Shin Ramen. Oh, I still love Shin Ramen. Point them out. Yeah. No, I hit him in the channel now so no one can see it, but basically this fool was calling me some bad language. So I guess people see Sam Okyere and they're like, ooh, let's attack the black dude. But then like, I'm just like, nah, bro, it just doesn't really work on me. Doesn't work on me. I think that's a bad thing with Sam. He kind of poured his heart and soul into like, doing stuff for Korea and everything, and then it's like people turn on him. For me, I'm like, I haven't done that yet. So it's just like, you don't know me, bro. Bye. Sorry. But you stop doing things as soon as you realize the implication of your insulting nature. That's part of the maturing process. It's the fools that continue after they are explained. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. I completely agree with you, Matt. I remember when you had an interview with Danny on DK TV, and he said why they need to know things that happen in America when Americans don't know anything about Korea. They just don't want to know. Oh, yeah. And that interview was really interesting, right? Because it's like, there's only so much that can be said in the interview on camera, and then that's also edited. But it's like, I don't think that Koreans need to know everything that happens in America. But at the same time, like I said earlier in this video, is that if you're going to post stuff on the internet, you should be really well aware of who's seeing it and what it could be interpreted as. You should be very well aware. So that's just carelessness. It's carelessness right there. So I also said something else in that interview about hair, and I couldn't remember it, and people came after me for that. And after about 4 or 5 shots of soju, sitting on set and talking, I really did not remember. I was like, I had to stop drinking. So anyway, that's another story. It's good seeing other people's perspectives on the matter. My question for you. Oh, my boy, I have a question. You mentioned earlier that the Abnormal Summit guys didn't stand behind Sam. Do you know the big celebrity in Korean who had his back? I don't. Who had his back? I was curious if it was like the one cook. I can't think of his name. The ball and the glasses in Itaewon. But like I didn't hear many people taking his back. Not saying nobody did, but I didn't hear of many. Cabby, Mike Cole, I have the most amazing, hilarious teacher from my Asian American Studies class. He's so funny and laid back, but I don't want to go to class. You should go. Go. YouTube will always be here. You can always catch up on this. Go to class. Enjoy it. That's what you want to study. Get out of here. Hey, Mike, happy to catch your live stream again. Missed these. Been reading articles on K-pop companies being called out for cultural appropriation. What are your thoughts on the issue? Frankie boy, good question. I'm going to answer this question in a second. I'm going to just answer these other ones that are like really quick questions to answer. How's Rose and your cats? I only have one cat. We didn't get the second one. And Rose is doing fine. Rose, you still out there? I think she's on her phone in the room. My thoughts on cultural appropriation. Um, Golly, I feel like this is like a long, long, long answer. Um, I think the idea that the one thing that got me that people were upset with me and a VID over DKDK TV when I talked about that was so the answer the question actually was um, that's what I'm looking for. It was a little bit different in what we were talking about at one point and then how it was asked the next because he was like, how do I feel about people wearing like hair, like locks and everything? And I said, Trevor, this is going to connect with what you're asking, I promise. But I said I didn't mind, but you really need to understand why you're doing it because if you don't, then you really don't understand. The fine line between appreciation and appropriation can be easily crossed. But I think some people who were watching were thinking about K-pop, and what I thought about K-pop singers and dancers wearing like locks and other hairstyles that come from black folks, and in that case, it changes, right? If I just meet someone, I'm out hanging out with friends, and then we run into a guy who just like, I don't know, like he just loves the hairstyle, or he just loves like he's always interested in just black culture or whatever. Like obviously, I'm not gonna care too much. Why? Because I have other stuff to worry about in life. That's not gonna be at the top of my I give a crap list. But I think if you have an artist out there who is like making a lot of money on an image that is based on a group of people, which I'm not going to say anybody's name, because there's some artists out there who I honestly do think appropriate, but like I just told you earlier, sometimes things that you say online get back to people, and sometimes we think they won't see it, but I think that's also when you have a platform and you say things, they go back. But I do think there's some K-pop artists who do have their image is based on some black images, hip hop or R&B or whatever, and they benefit off of that. And I think that is the closest thing to appropriation, which doesn't make me happy. So, but it is what it is. But again, that's when Cedric was like education, right? It's just education. So I hope that answered your question, Frankie. That was a huge question. For shizzle. What are your thoughts on blackfishing? Sean English online? I think it's hilarious. Like, it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's wrong. But it's hilarious, like, when I see it. And it's not like funny as in, like, I like people making their skin dark and everything. But I think it's like when someone has to take the step to making their skin dark to look like a black person to get attention or noticed or whatever. It's like, really? Like, for real? Like, you don't have enough calm or whatever in yourself to do this on your own? Like, that, yeah, that's what I mean by that's funny to me. So, I hope that didn't get misinterpreted. Brazil is a really diverse country. It is really diverse. I love Brazilians. I met a few Brazilians. Oh, man, just two cool people, man. But we still struggle with racism. I heard that, too. People even elect a lunatic president that spread huge hate. Bro, y'all president, man. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I would trade you for mine because it's just basically me getting the same thing back. By the way, I'm 50, white, and no, I will never know everything. I continue every day to better myself. If you ever make it to Kentucky, I'd love to take you out for a bourbon. That bourbon sounds really good, dude. That bourbon sounds really good. Matt, if I'm ever in Kentucky, best believe I'm going to come for some bourbon. Thank you. Yeah, I noticed that as well. There's been a lot of Korean accounts who would DM black people say bad things. Black people bad things. They did it to me and other black people as well when we comment under Sam's post. Yeah, just ignore them fools, man. Like, I just had some guy just cursing at me, and I'm like, boy. Hi, Michael. I guess a lot of folks don't the history of Andy and they don't know the history of Andy and Amos and Al Johnson. They don't, which is why there needs to be content on that. Get on it, Michael. The exploitation of African Americans in Hollywood. I remember listening to Public Enemy, "Burn Hollywood Burn." I love Public Enemy. Hey, Mike, please talk more about Sam. I mean, at this point, I don't really know about more the talk. About Sam? Oh, you saw my Sam, my do-rag video? Steven, thanks. That do-rag video, I need to, yeah, I'm not going to read off a teleprompter anymore. It's too, or at least not the same. I just sound too robotic in Korean. Um, hmm. Yo, King, what's up, man? You still have my book and I have yours. Oh, we need to do the exchange back. Yo, who King? We got King in here? We got a King in here? Who you talking to, Zeddy? You talking to me? Who you talking to? I don't know why I'm lost. His do-rag video is fire. My do-rag video was fire? I'll take that. Thank you. I scared it. Yes. Oh, that King. That King. Okay, I missed that. Yo, we need to make the... Oh, wait. Why am I reading your comment here? My bad, yo. My mom does it when I wear my do-rag. I agree with that, Mike. I don't know. I can't remember what you agree with because I just talked so much. I didn't even know who this guy was until now. Honestly, I saw the pic of kids in blackface and it looks like harmless cosplay to me. Now if they say it's racist stuff, then yeah. But come on now. Yeah, it's you have to when you look at the high school kids in that picture, you can't well, no pun intended, but you can't see things as black and white. Which I'm not saying those kids weren't 100% in the right, but I'm also not going to say they were 100% in the wrong. But the group after them that intentionally tagged Sam's name, they were 100 and something percent in the wrong. Because they did it on purpose. There was intention behind it. And they had context. That's the thing. They had intention and they had context. That's when it was truly wrong. Versus those other kids, they didn't have the context. Nor did they have the intention. They just did something stupid. So, now if those same kids did it again, then yeah, we need to whoop them up. Same people who out here trying to cancel Sam are out here appropriating black culture, music, dancing style. Make it make sense. Yes, it did. Thank you, Mike. I agree with you 100%. I'll say it. It's like, what's his face from Big Bang? Taeyeon. I mean, let's just be honest. R&B and hip hop, man, it's just such a copied thing. Just copied. Everybody does it. Oh snap! Daryl's going on a date with a Brazilian tomorrow. So much to say. So much to say. But I won't say it. I won't say it. Keep it to myself. I think discussing cultural appropriation is a nice video idea. I think it's a fantastic video too. So I'm just trying to decide if I want to do it with this channel or do it with my Korean channel, which I have a feeling I'll probably end up doing it with both. I don't know if I'll call it blackfish and they just look ambiguously. Or they look ambiguous. Well, Ariana Grande. Well, no comment. No comment. I did not know Ariana Grande was like, was she like Italian? I thought she was like Hispanic or something. Fooled me. I think they should have a talk show on these matters on Korean TV with popular presenters. Personality and international people like Hello Counselor, but specifically to discuss and understand. I mean, my boy Cedric and I mean, we went on a show and we talked about it, and there was like a panel, but that's as far as it got. They didn't care about us. I'm sorry, that sounded terrible. They did care about us. They did. Which reminds me, Cedric, I need to send you some information. Gotta get paid. It was a really small clip. We shot like 2+ hours worth of footage. And they only used about 5 minutes of it. Yep. Don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I do know how I feel about it, but still. Do you see yourself being a teacher in the long term? As of now, yeah, but I wouldn't mind switching and trying something else. But I will stay with education. Whoa, you upgraded your stuff. Yeah, Sean. Dude, I've upgraded I stepped my game up, bro. I stepped my game up. Finally. Matthew, how my Korean study going? It's going pretty well, actually. I speak more often. I speak more often at home, and then I speak more often with my tutor in Korean. In Korean. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. Korean. Thank you for the live chat. Love you, Gina, Rachel, and your whole group of friends. Got to head on my yearly review for work. Peace out. Later, Matt. Be cool. Thank you for swinging through. New camera, new lights. Actually, no, I don't have a new camera. I mean, this is like, if anything, this is my new camera. It's my Canon R. But I'm still shooting on my GH5S, which is like my favorite camera of all time. Hey, Mike, new room. Hey, Sense, new number. Oh, sorry. Yes, no. I just made this room look better. Everyone appropriates everyone. Wait, what group tagged him in what? I'm sorry, Sean. I'm reading backwards. Wait, what group tagged him in what? It was like the high school. So there was another set of high school kids that did blackface, but they intentionally did it, and then they hashtag Sam. So when people want to get dirty, man, I'll respond to your comment on the whole cultural appropriation. Oh, thank you, Kamal. Thank you. Okay, now I'm with you. Thank you. Everyone wants our rhythm, but not our blues. Nope, nobody wants it. It reminds me of one phrase, but I won't say it on here. Everybody wants to be a, but nobody wants to be a, you know. Darn, no super chat. I have no super chat. I have to catch the replay, Mike. Have a great stream. Take care, everyone. Later, Afron. I ain't got no super chat today. No worries. I'll always be happy to take a super chat, but no, it's all good. Yeah, cultural appropriation is a complicated topic. What if you were a hanbok as a non-Korean? What about wearing a do-rag without being black? What are the rules for it? For my, it's all about the context. Yeah, a lot of it is about the context. Light change. A lot of it is about the context. It's kind of hard because again, it's not a black and white thing. But I think someone mentioned it before. I feel like it's all about the power. It's all about money, which I guess is power as well. Again, and I think between those two things, like if you appreciate a culture, power plays no part in it whatsoever. And money plays no part in it whatsoever. So I feel also with the thing with black American culture, because I've talked to some Africans, and again, Cedric and I had this conversation too, talked to some Africans, and they don't really have the same viewpoint of like appropriation. Like if I were like a djembe is a drum. Ooh, well, I'm way off. Like a dashiki, right? Or like print, then or if someone else someone else who's not black wears it, and let's say they live in that country or they visit that country, then I'm not gonna say most Africans, but I do know a good amount of Africans who are cool with that. Versus black Americans, I think we have a history of it happening. It's just a history of people stealing stuff and profiting off of it. And it's just like, well, free. So that's what I think what really pisses people off. What would you do, this is from Cabby, what would you do if someone from the States, let's say a family member, was visiting Korea to see you, but acts completely ignorant and just dampening the mood while also being very rude? I'll have a good, solid chat with them. But then I will also talk to them before they come, and if they seem like they're going to be a butthead before coming, I will probably tell them to stay home. So, and if it's in your family, no offense. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm catching on the chat. They want the chef, but not the sauce. They want the meal, but no salt. Grande, big in Spanish. Espanol. It's intent. If you're in your music video wearing red and black bandanas, trying to emulate Bloods and Crips, not a good look. That's happened. And have no context for it. Good for you. I have a little opportunity using my Korean. I need a tutor too. Tell me about it, bro. It's tough though. I always say South Korea is lucky. Black Twitter hasn't gotten hold of K-pop problematic path. Black Twitter has no remorse. Yeah, I would be more afraid of Black Twitter than Korean netizens. I would definitely be more afraid of Black Twitter. That's a light change. That light change, right? Is it true that Sam had already closed his Instagram? Yes, and that's the thing. I saw today Sam closed his Instagram. So he made it to where now we can't read it, which is sad, right? Because I really want to see Sam's stuff. I like comment on Sam's stuff. But how does the whole language proficiency work in Korea? Is it similar to JLPT, for example? Yeah, it's called the Korean Topic. What's wrong with me? Topic. I think it's just getting late, and now my brain is like, ooh. It's Topic. The Hanguk Noongyuk Shiham, yeah. Alex, good night, man. Thank you, bro, for coming by. Love you, dude. I'll catch you later. It's about that time for me to hit the old dusty trail myself. Isn't that shirt you wearing from Gina's clothing collection? I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, it is her. I think that collection was short-lived. Short-lived collection. Oh man, I'm going to be moving to Korea in about a week, and I'm super excited. What? What's up, Dom? Thank you for your visit. They have been great insight on Americans and Korean culture. Really? Well, I'm glad to help. Hey, Mike, do you think that some people just don't want to care about Black Lives Matter or appropriation in Korea? By some people, if you mean Koreans, like if you, and I guess because I live here, so I have a different perspective. Koreans who just live in Korea, never met a black person in person, might have seen one from a distance. They probably won't care about Black Lives Matter. They won't. They won't care about appropriation either because they don't really know any black people. They don't really understand the cultural context. Like they just won't get it. Versus people who do know black people and they care about them, then they think differently. I like a black Twitter. People need to understand black supremacists exist too. I think if I want to touch this one. You are going to have people who are going to have a strong prejudice. Prejudice. I'll say use the word prejudice. By definition, prejudice. I mean that they're going to favor one side strongly over the other. Black supremacists, I'm not going to say they can't exist because I'm just not going to say they can't exist because I don't know. But, that's a conversation for itself, isn't it? I don't know if I want to touch this one. Not that I'm afraid to, but it's just, that's a long conversation, guys. Black sense, copying our vernacular, pretending to be gangster when your country doesn't even allow guns appropriation. And I don't, as a black person, it's easy to spot them. Super chat is available. By the way, guys, super chat is available. So if you want to hit me with that super chat, you can hit me with that super chat, and I would love to have a super chat, guys. I'm not gonna stop you from sending me a super chat. Not gonna stop you. Because that's because the Black American community is still debating about who is or what isn't black in America. Bruno is Puerto Rican too, and PR had slaves, so it's complicated. My only one thinking appropriation is kind of BS. Like this is how human kind of evolved by copying each other. Lord, I wish I could say your name better. Jordan? I know it sounds like it's like Norse. Anyway, or Nordic. No, I think the idea of appropriate, again, it depends on where you are in terms of like your understanding of appropriation and what's been taken from whom. And so when you're a part of a culture that people have been taking from a very, very long time and they've been benefiting off of it, then appropriation is more of a thing to you. So looking at like Black America, like, and not just like these, I mean like if you go back years and years and years, go back to the 20s, where you had these really black these not really black singers, you had these black singers and black like musicians, right? And this is not so much appropriation in the sense that like black people did this and so white people copied them, or black people did this and someone else copied them and made money off of it. But like you go back to that time and you have these musicians who are playing in these clubs and black patrons couldn't come into the front. They probably couldn't even, in these clubs, they probably couldn't even come into the back. They were only good enough to play music, but not good enough to partake of any services. That in itself is not, by definition, appropriation. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Appropriation, but I think it is a strong relative of it because you're benefiting off of someone's talents and skills, but at the same time, you're basically treating the people where it comes from like crap. You're treating them like you basically took it from them. You're profiting off of it. and then you're obviously not going to give them credit for it, but instead you still treat them like, let me just take from you. It's a power dynamic. So I'm sorry, guys. If I haven't been reading your comments, I still apologize. It's because, yeah, these conversations, right? I feel like I came back and now I'm starting this huge, giant conversation with everybody. Black people are often criminalized, stereotyped, or discriminated against for many things being appropriated. That's why it's so hard to watch. It's not about wearing things. No, it's not about wearing things. There's a history, and I think a lot of people don't get that. There's a history. If there wasn't a history, it wouldn't be as, excuse me, bad. You tried your life on that. Black supremacy is not the same as prejudice. It's not. You've probably never been to Africa, because there's a thing. I wouldn't assume. People have never been certain places. I wouldn't do that, because I'm pretty sure no one here knows anyone else really, just to be able to assume that. So, Nigerian girl ditched me after 2 months because she wanted to only have fun with non-blacks before she settles down. She says, "Oh, dang, sorry, sis." To me, she really made me feel like no matter how long you live in Korea or how long you try, Koreans will never accept you as part of their culture or one of them. You'll always be other. Oh yeah, you'll always be other. You'll always be other. I've already stopped trying to be one, but I think I'm okay with being me. I'm okay with not being Korean. Because I'm not Korean. I look in the mirror every day and I'm like, nope, you definitely not Korean. Darkness is, what do you mean? The super chat. There should be a super chat. Yo, where my super chat, yo? Yo, they changed the streaming on YouTube. Insert stream marker. No, I didn't mean to do that. Because I got merchandise here. But I'm not selling any merchandise. Open my Gmail store. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Where is Super Chat? Unless they like, without me knowing, just like, you know something? We're just gonna take away your Super Chat. Take away your monetization. It's like, thanks for telling me. Oh well, there'll be more time. I'll stream more again. So, not African, but I'd love to visit. I don't have a problem with that. It's just I don't like the disrespect. I don't see Super Chat. Sure it's on. What the fuck is my Super Chat? Oh, woke up. Oh, God. Sorry. Black people get discriminated against at workplace? Yeah, I know. But white people, non-blacks, wear our hairstyles as a trend is fashionable. One example why appropriation hurts. That is a big reason why appropriation hurts. I think that was one of the things that I responded in, like, DK TV's video. Like, I have short hair, right? And the hair thing is, again, I think the way the question was asked and the way I answered came out as one way. And then I think people who actually have a stake in it, like their hair, who actually have hair, long hair, especially black women, they are going to have more to comment on it than I would. And so it's just not a question of, I think, that I can really answer and do justice. But yeah, like I said, if one person wears the hairstyle, I wouldn't care. But if one person's benefiting off the hairstyle and the look and the trend, making money and getting ahead, rather than people who wear it naturally and do the same stuff and whatever, because someone else is benefiting off of their image, then I have a gigantic problem with that. Welcome in time to Catch You Live. Good morning from Los Angeles, from LA. What up? Heck Mag? Do you feel you could ever truly be accepted in Korean society as more than an immigrant? I want to move to Korea, but I worry about truly starting a life there. If you do, Lydia, come, then just don't worry about being accepted. I think you'll be accepted as a foreigner. I think Korea is changing slowly over, like, every day. Over years it's changing. But don't worry about being accepted as being, like, on par with Koreans. Not that you aren't on par with Koreans, because we are. We are. But I think a lot of people want to be, like, they are used to being in America where everybody's American. And then they come to Korea and it's like, oh, I want to fit in too, the same. And it's like, you can't. Like, I know other Koreans here who are, like, Korean American or Korean, like, Australian, whatever, and they want to, like, they don't even feel like they fit in. And a lot of them don't want to fit in. But yeah, and so now when you worry about it. Why aren't you sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends? I don't know. Raid needs to sponsor me, yo. I need to be like, yo. So I can be like, yo, are you not playing Raid Shadow Legends? Well, then you need to play it. Ramyan. I'm not gonna lie, I glory for the day that a Black American artist can get 1 million views in 24 hours, 100 million views. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think BTS. I mean, they have a lifespan. K-pop groups have a lifespan. I'd say give them like another year or two, and BTS will be done. And there'll be another group that's gonna pop up. That's gonna look just like BTS. It's gonna look exactly like BTS, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, 430829." No, that group. And then they're going to love them. And they're going to be like, this is the greatest K-pop group ever. Like, a few years ago, it was EXO. EXO was BTS. And then BTS came. So, anyway. Yes, Pamukta, foreigners will never be truly accepted here. That is very much true. That is very much true. But yeah, people are benefiting off the imagery, and they have their own talent. They're talented. That can't be taken away. It's the image that makes the millions. Yes. Which is why my friend and I, we didn't have an argument. We had like a debate over one artist, female artist right now is popular over like this kind of like hood image that she portrays. She's Korean, but she has this hood image. And I'm just like, just stop. Stop. No. Anyway. About not behaving like Korean. Have you ever had big shot from Korean on your behaviors? Nope, not really. No, never had shot. Do they pay for your housing when you teach in Korea? It depends on what company you work for. A lot of times they do. Sorry guys, I'm fast forwarding. Sometimes the people have the room to be discussing about this here. Discussing, trying to understand it, and knowing that the problems exist is the first step to change that we want. It is. Sadly, it's only a few of us. Christian, be cool, man. Take care. It's good to see you. See you on the Discord. And I don't know what happened to my super chat. I can put in stickers. Oh, I don't know what that use that does. Yeah, see, I just put in a sticker. Like, why would be putting in my own sticker? Anyway. Scott Cedric, man, be cool, bro. Take care of yourself, fam. There's nothing wrong with assimilating to the culture of the country you migrate to. So the idea of trying to be Korean is like trying to be American when you move there permanently. Yeah, it's more of like wanting to be Korean is different from assimilating. But I think that's also something we have to understand is like America is a melting pot. Korea is a monocultural country. Right, so like if I'm Korean ethnically, I can be Korean ethnically. I can be Korean as my nationality can be Korean. Right, you can't be ethnically American. Right, and I think that's what's like the tricky part with that. And I think when you move here, you kind of it hits you. You're like, oh, yeah, you know. I totally get that, but I can't imagine living in a place and contributing to society, but being a secondhand citizen to some extent. Some of the stuff that was said about was wild. So guys, I'll read your comment, but I might just have to go a little bit fast so I can get to the end. By the way, earlier when you told you had a tutor, do you attend some kind of language academy? No, it's my friend who teaches Korean. She's a Korean teacher at my school. Her and I just meet up and chat for like 2 hours, and she destroys me. Makes me feel like I can't speak a lick of Korean. But it's good though, because she destroys me so badly. Then like my actual basic conversation or whatever is actually really decent. But when it comes to high level, like she had me talk about the same thing with Samuel Chidi and everything in Korean, in all Korean, and like I talked about like slavery and oh god and blackface and parodying people. Like my vocabulary in that has gone up, but good god, that was hard. Mike is a Korean American vlogger here. Oh, what's up, Kate? I speak English first at all times, and close with because then I get less judged by native Koreans. That's crazy, yo. I have accepted the fact already and don't hide it at all. I had some friends when I used to go to church in Seoul, like they would get they were Korean American, a lot of them, and they would just get so frustrated with Korea, in which I can only imagine, like this is something that I don't understand at all because I'm not Korean American whatsoever, or Korean, I'm not Kyopo at all, is that, you know, you're trapped between two worlds, where like, you're from your own country, right? And you're Korean American, Korean British, Korean Australian, and then you come to like Korea, and it's like you're not really Korean here, but you're Korean here. But then when you go back home, then people treat you like you're not from there. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. What is the name of a K-pop group? Oh, you're talking about Jesse. I didn't say it, Whitney. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I did not say that. I did not say that. I have no issues with them. She's from New York or Jersey, though. Yeah, but I'm not talking trash about any K-pop artist whatsoever. But when I was talking with my friend, they did mention that the one K-pop artist we were talking about was from like the Northeast, right? And I was like, okay, yeah, they're from the Northeast, but they're also Americans who still appropriate, and they're American. So what makes someone who is also from America but just working in K-pop any different if they're American? What it is that because they're not in America, they can, who knows, maybe they can use a certain image and it benefits them because they can be that country's version of whatever is back in the States. I mean, it was just a conversation we had and stuff like that. But no, I don't have any beef with any artists or anything like that. So I say no names. I say no names. Yeah, they have reality TV. Y'all can give me a shot. I'm watching and voting. Vote for Daniel. Why no Discord doll? I thought that this is just how people from New York talk. I don't know, but I don't even know if that is hood what she is doing. My wife is Korean and I am black. There's an artist called Stupid Young that did a song with Jay Park. It's on fire. Have you listened to it? I have not listened to it. I do like Jay Park though. Jay Park can sing. And Jay Park can dance and he's funny. I like Jay Park. I hope I have a tutor like you. Dude, my tutor just gives me a new one every single time. I'm from New York City and my cousin is from New Jersey. That's not how all of us talk. Just some people. There's even different accents from different boroughs. Yeah, right? Like, it's just different accents, right? It's just it's whichever artist you guys talking about, because I don't know who y'all talking about. I feel that, yo, T-Lee, be cool. Thanks for swinging through, yo. Thank you. I feel that, again, some of these artists can easily ride the train really easily. And I respect them because I'm not a K-pop artist. I can only imagine how difficult it is, right? So I'm not going to knock their hustle whatsoever. I can only imagine. All I'm saying is some of these people have to be very careful because then it comes off like that of like they are, appropriating. And I think also some of these artists, they get away from it because they're not on mainstream, like in the U.S., right? They're not exposed to Black Twitter. So they get away with that. But if they were on Black Twitter, then people will start to drag them. So tell me if I'm wrong, guys. I mean, I'm open to different opinions here. Sort of. But this is just my personal viewpoint of just different K-pop artists that I've noticed in Korea who have a certain style that might look a little bit similar back home. I love CL. I don't think she's perfect, but I love CL. I've always been a fan of CL. Always been a fan of CL. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? K-pop. You know, it's one thing. You know, I'm really cool with Danny from DKDK. Man, I could not have his audience. Oh my God, they are just raving bunch of K-pop loving lunatics. I'm sorry. Looking at their comment section, whoo, load. Yo, Daryl, let me know how that goes, bro. Let me know how that goes. Dubai Trader would drag the whole country within an inch of their life. Right, Whitney? Right? What's some tips for people who want to go into international school in Korea? I'm a recent grad and very interested. Oh, you want to teach? You want to teach at international school? You need to have a teacher's certificate. Well, the best time ever to have a live stream is late afternoon in London. We're just chilling. It is late at night in Korea, so I'm gonna need to go to bed. But this is normally my streaming time. I like streaming at this time. Is this live stream gonna be saved? It'll be saved. I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up probably for like a week or so, just to kind of collect views, and then also people who wanted to catch but missed it can actually see it. Krista, you were right. Later, Hassan. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna leave in a second. I think my time. I'm trying to see where my timing is. 112. I'll drag it to 120. Leave it at a nice 120. Are Koreans different in Korea than in the United States of America? Wesley, I would say yes. I can't not speak from that stance of a Korean, but I would say Koreans. I mean, there's just different people. They're just people, but. For my friends, I can only speak from the perspective of my personal friends. A lot of them, they are American. They're American culturally, but they're Korean ethnically. And so they share in both that culture of Korea and America. Versus native Koreans are just Korean. And Korea has its own everything, right? So that's like the best I can answer without answering for other people. Yes, I need an international teaching video. There's so much info out there about Epic and Hogwarts, but I need more about Apply. You know, it's really funny, Sajana. I actually have a video being edited right now on international schools. And I already have it done for Hogwarts, but I have to release my international school. No. I'm wrong. The international school video is done. I just need to release the one for Hogwarts. Pascal, what's up? You catch me in my last 5 minutes online. What job can Africans do in Korea since teaching is not available for most African countries? You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea. I know I've had some people message me on Instagram about that, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what jobs Africans can get. I'm not an employment agency, guys, and this is not to you directly. It's just more of like, I've had this question a ton of times, and I wanted to tell the people I'm not an employment agency. I have no idea. Right? I'm glad you said hi. I'll stream again, but next time when I stream, I'm going to give a heads up to everybody so they'll know. Is Korea ageist? It's just good for foreigners in their 20s or 30s to find success? I don't think so, but at the same time, age makes a difference. When you can, like, hit your stride and things here. Black Knet has a problem with stupid young using the N-word in the video, but he lives and grew up in an all-black neighborhood. They gave him a pass to use it. Ooh. I think he would still get dragged. Just because that word, man. I don't even use that word, to be honest with you. I rarely ever use that word. Yeah, I think that's true. A lot of them get triggered from that. Some of them look at like an Asian guy like, what'd you just say? And they'd be like, oops, sorry. And then they'd be like, all right, you'll live today. White guys say it. Nope. And again, that man ended up getting hurt. I think Asians tend to get I just read that. They made a whole video on it. So Jay Park should not get any backlash from Black Knet for another artist using it. Tim, what up? What up, Tim? How you doing, Tim? Trying to find an international company to work in Korea or China. Chris says she's tired of black folks giving other people the N-word pass. Let's not do that. By the way, if you guys haven't done so, please make sure you smash that like button. It's really not complicated. If you're not black, just don't say it. Doesn't make you cool. Yeah, got a point. You got a point. Shoot, or if you use it, then you need to go through the same things that we go through. It's just, if you're gonna use it, go through the same thing we go through. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that at all. So, by the way, guys, if you have not done so already, because I know I'm falling asleep, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you follow me on the Instagrams. Wait, okay, never mind. Hold on. Browser. By the way, I'm streaming with something new now, so then that's why I'm a little bit awkward with this. All right, so here we're gonna go to Instagram. So here I'm gonna type my Instagram. Right here. Okay. Bam. If you haven't done so already, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Instagram. Please make sure you follow me on Instagram. This is mycole86, where I have tons of stuff, like jiu-jitsu stuff, and trying to pretend like I'm actually studying, but I'm not, and a cafe stuff. And I really need to post more stuff. Ah, my hair. I used to have so much hair. Anyway, make sure you guys follow me, okay? On the Instagram. And with that, I should say adieu. Oh, I just got something. I heard something go bling, 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 bling. So maybe I am getting stuff. I think because I have Streamlabs, or I changed my Streamlabs up, things are popping up more often. Let me braid your scalp. Bro, I ain't got no hair for you to braid my scalp. Oh, King7 just subscribed. King7, thank you for subbing. I got a zombie running across the screen, so I think I need to customize my jank. Yeah, I'm so happy I finally got my stuff working. Finally. If you guys haven't subbed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel just so I can see a zombie running across the screen again. I'm going to read these comments, and then I'm going to pass is out. Excuse me. But if it's okay with you, I will have a live stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. Seoul time with a vlogging guest, Richard A. Travels from Canada, who lives in Seoul. Thanks for the content you provide. Did you have my permission to live stream? Was there anything else to that message I didn't read? Did you want to also... Oh, yeah. If you need to reference me, go for it. Can someone fill me in about saying... Oh, God. Here, Sugar, when I finish this video and it gets uploaded to YouTube, make sure you watch it, okay? Just don't use it at all. Hello from the Philippines. What's up? Karen from the Philippines. Did you announce YouTube Live in there? I do. I am going to start. I did at one point announce my YouTube Lives on Insta, like on my stories. I normally do it on my Discord, which I didn't give everybody the Discord. You can't police other people's culture when it has nothing to do with you. If you want to do it, that's their culture that they can do so. I've been watching you for some time. Now. I admire your bravery to leave the States to go live in Korea. Another black man has become a Japanese citizen. I am black myself. Oh, you follow somebody else to become a Japanese citizen. Oh, wow. No, I don't think I'll ever give up my citizenship, though. Like, I'll keep my American passport, but I'll get at least, like, a different residency. Damn, so scared about the typhoon coming. Is it that bad usually? I don't know. I'll sleep. I love wind and rain and lightning when I sleep, so I'll just be drooling and stuff on the cat. Anyway, guys, I gotta go do my job tomorrow, yo. But thanks so much, y'all, for sticking it out. Coming back to the channel. I'll just say that I'm back. I'm back. Finally. I'm done with my vacation from YouTube, so I'm done with it. So I am officially back on the grind. And I guess I will see you guys soon. New video. I said last week new video was coming out, but yeah, new video dropping soon. So, but anyway, I'll post on that story when a new video is gonna drop. I'll let you guys know. So, But you can become a citizen in Japan when you're not Japanese. When you technically can. Same for Korea, you can. I know a black guy who played basketball here in Korea, but he had to give up his American citizenship so that way the team could have more than 2 foreigners play on the court at one time. 안녕하세요. 자자. You were so much fun. Sleep tight. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Job. Yeah, I got my job. Y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. I will catch you later. Meantime, y'all be cool. Peace.